I just had my biggest trading day of 2026. Welcome back to the $10 million trading challenge. Let me break down the exact trades I took, the strategy behind them, my thought process, and everything I saw to execute my simple trades. So as we can see, $237,000 for the month, 84% win rate with the 92% daily win rate. As we can see here, this is only from January 1st to January 21st. So this is the year, of course. And yesterday, I actually had one of my biggest days, which was about $37,000 with 3 trades yesterday. That was one of my biggest days for 2026, of course. And today we actually topped that by $46,000. So about $9,000 more than yesterday. And this was with 2 trades. So what I'm going to do today is break down the exact trades I took, why I took them, and the thought process behind them. One thing that's important to remember when you see these results is I've been trading for 7 years. Trading is not a get rich quick business. However, what I want to do today is break down the simple strategy and system that I trade to help me execute these trades. All right. So the first trade we took today was on SNDK. This was about a $16,800 trade. You can see my executions here, exactly where I bought and where I sold the trade. Now, remember, I live trade every single day in the accelerator. Once again, hundreds of traders are seeing these trades live in real time so they can see how I execute the strategy as well. But what did I see on SNDK? On Sunday, I gave you guys a watch list. It's very important that you watch my videos on Sunday on this channel where I give you a watch list on exactly my thought process for the week and the stocks I'm looking at. This Sunday, I said I'm going to be looking at the semiconductors, right? The reason I'm looking at the semiconductors is if we go on the daily time frame, a lot of these names have been pushing to the upside. SNDK, very aggressive move to the upside. So this whole week, my thought process was the semiconductors is what I'm going to focus on. I said that on Sunday in the watch list. If you go back and watch it, I also gave you key levels for that as well. If you capitalize on the daily time frame, so the daily time frame on SNDK is moving to the upside very nicely. Yesterday, I took SNDK as well on this move over here on Tuesday. But if you are able to capitalize on the daily time frames trend on the lower time frames, such as the 1 minute, all you need to do is find a low risk area pullback and you'll be able to capture a very big move and a good move by simply looking for a pullback on the lower time frame when the daily is in a trend. And that's exactly what we did with SNDK. We can see the daily in a trend, and on the 1 minute, what did I see? For me, coming into today, my main thesis was the break and retest of the previous day high for SNDK. Now, when we actually came into the previous day high, you can see no buyer stepped up, no strong price action, so I didn't take an entry. However, what happened? We then reclaimed back above the previous day high. When we reclaimed back above the previous day high, this is when I got interested again for a move back to the upside. However, I needed a low risk entry. That low risk entry happened to be near that 941 area. I actually ended up entering at 943 to wait for some strong price action, right, as buyers stepped up. But essentially what I was looking for was the reclaim of the 5-minute high, right? So you can see this is the 5-minute high here. And I was looking for the retest. We broke below, but the second we reclaim on this 943 candle, buyers start stepping in with QQQ, start pushing back to the upside, which is the overall market. Buyers start stepping in 943, right? This is where we reclaim back above the 5-minute high. I enter in here. Stop loss is a break of this candle essentially. And I'm looking for my profit targets at high of day / your pre-market high. So once again, your pre-market high is right up here, right? So here are my profit targets, high of day scale, pre-market high scale. And then I actually just scaled around that 478 level because I was about to make this trade review. I was very content with the results of this trade as well. This was about a 5.6R trade for my final scales. So a super, super solid trade there. And this was a simple trade, which was simply the 5-minute reclaim plus the previous day high reclaim. The next trade I took was AMD. Now this was the banger trade for today. This one was about a $29.5 thousand trade. This one, you can see my executions here as well, exactly where I bought and where I sold. Let's talk about AMD. So this is once again another semiconductor that I was looking at, and you can see, remember on Sunday, what did I say? On Sunday, I said, and I gave you these levels on Sunday, so this is why it's important to watch those watch list videos, but I said, if AMD can get back above essentially this Thursday high, if we can get above that, the next key target on AMD is this previous high up here. And this is going to be Monday, November 17th. If AMD can break above this, the only level you have is that level for your next target. And then of course, the next level after that would be over here, right? Which would be that 253.22. So that was my thought process coming into today. If AMD can break above that level. And as we can see, previous day high, we broke above that level. Then I was looking for the retest. We didn't get the retest on AMD, but what happened? After we failed the retest, I was looking for the reclaim. So the reclaim back above, this is the 84% rule. I have a full video on my channel on Scarface Trades talking about this. And as we can see, we come back, we reclaim. I wait for a little bit stronger price action around 946. I enter in looking for continuation back up into high of day, and specifically, right, the main target here for my continuation trailers was around that 248 level, because like I said, that's the level that it could have got up to. That's where the liquidity is sitting, and we identified that on Sunday. This was a solid trade as well. We reclaimed, I entered in. Look at the move that AMD gave us. This was a solid trade, and remember, I take these trades live every single day in the accelerator, and a lot of traders were able to catch this trade as well. As you can see, someone doubled their account. Once again, this was that SNDK trade, AMD trade, AMD. Just a lot of traders are able to capture these trades just because we are making it extremely simple to understand. And this is not an alert service, but rather we are simply teaching you the simple strategies we teach on YouTube, and we're trading them in real time in front of you so you can see how simple it is to actually execute in the real markets. So with that being said, today was an absolutely fantastic day for us. If you got value from this video, make sure to leave it a like. If you have any questions, put them in the comments down below. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn the bell notification on so you are notified when I make these videos every single day, and I will see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video.